Now we're going to talk about possessive adjectives.
What's a possessive adjective?
Possessive adjectives in English are the words like my, your, our, his, like my marker or your book. That's a possessive adjective. They're similar words in Spanish. We see here my in Spanish. The word for my is mi, M-I. The word for your, the familiar form, the tu form, is the word tu. The word for his, hers, or their is su. S-U. And the word for our is nuestro. Now, since these are adjectives, the same agreement rules apply. We have to look for both number and gender. Let's look at a few examples. We have here house. I'd like to say my house. We have to ask ourselves first, what is the word for house in Spanish?
Casa.
Muy bien. The word for house is casa. We saw before that casa is feminine because it ends in an A. And here we're talking about just one house, so it's singular. So if I want to say my house, I know that it's feminine, but with the word me, I don't have to worry about gender. I only have to worry about number. And we said that it was singular, so we use the singular form, which is just me. Mi, casa. Again, with your, tu, we're going to use the singular feminine form, but again, gender doesn't matter. So we just say tu, casa. His or her or their house. Again, gender doesn't matter, we're just worried about number. It's singular, so we use the singular form. Su, casa. Finally, we want to say our house. Now, if you notice, the word nuestro ends in an O, which means we have to worry about gender here. Casa is feminine, so we need to change that O to
an A.
Muy bien. Our house is nuestra casa. So nuestra is the singular feminine form of the adjective. Now we want to talk about libro, which means book. Libro is masculine since it ends in an O. And it's singular here, we're only talking about one book. Again, the word mi, we don't have to worry about gender, just number. So again, it's mi libro. Here too, with tu, it's singular masculine, use the same form, tu libro. Again with su, su libro. Finally, with nuestro, we have to worry about gender here. Since libro is masculine, we leave it with the O ending. In this case, it's nuestro libro. So here, with singular nouns, the only difference between masculine and feminine adjectives is going to be here in this nuestro, nuestra. Su, tu, and mi, those forms are all the same for both masculine and feminine nouns. Let's look here, though, at plural nouns. We have casas. So I want to say my houses, if only I were so lucky to have multiple houses to have this problem, but we'll look at it anyway. My houses. So, gender doesn't matter, so we don't have to worry about the fact that it's feminine, but we do have to worry about number. Multiple houses, plural. So we have to use the plural form of my, which in Spanish is mis. M-I-S. Mis casas. Same pattern applies with your. Instead of tu, we say tus casas. Again, with su, we only have to worry about number. In this case, it's plural. We add an S. Sus casas. Finally, with nuestro, we have to worry about number and gender. Casa we saw before was feminine, so we know we have to use the feminine form. We change that O to an A, and since we're talking about more than one house, this is plural, we have to add an S. So this becomes nuestras casas.